just how good was Stephen Curry back at his peak? Or even before that, right as he was climbing that peak? How did he bend defenses, and how mind-numbing and mind-breaking was he to guard? Let's take a trip back to the 2015 Finals, Game 4. On one of the opening plays, you're just going to see Curry run a little action along the baseline. Let's just screen to get Harrison Barnes open in the corner, and that's a quality shot. And as soon as Curry gets the ball up the court, he's just going to have a little quick give-and-go screening action with Draymond Green. Sort of has to give the ball to the roll man as no one's open right now, which will create a wide-open corner three just off the gravity of Stephen Curry. Now this play shows Curry's IQ with his gravity. He sort of just probes around, doesn't give it to Draymond right away, so LeBron could get the corner man, and there's a little in-between game with Draymond and the guy in the dunker spot, and that's an easy push shot. And with a lot of Curry's actions, you're going to see they're near the logo, creating a lot of vertical space from him and the rim, which is just amazing for offenses and horrible for defenses. Our rotations are harder. But he's also doing it very quick into the shot clock. As you can see, Iguodala is still coming down the court, and that means LeBron James has to play a little more up and not near the dunker spot where he would be. Curry is also a good floor general, positioning Barnes into the corner so he can use his gravity to manipulate the defense, giving it to Iggy, to Green, to Barnes back in the corner. Quality shot. And again, quick into the shot clock from high up top. Curry's going to get blitzed again, and that's going to lead to Draymond hitting Iggy, and that should be a three, except he doesn't do that, and it's going to result in a missed shot. But look at how this putback is actually put back. Except for Curry just staying idle after Iggy ruined the open three, he keeps moving off the ball, runs a little split action with Klay, and that causes a miscommunication and brings two Cavs players out the paint who should be boxing out or trying to get the rebound, and that's just an easy putback. And just look at how Curry's quickly getting into his action, from way up top giving Draymond a lot of space to run, and that's just going to be an easy foul. The backline's not quite set. And here's Curry coming off a screen, making Matthew fall, screening LeBron James, causing an easy driving lane for Livingston, back to Lee for an easy layup. And if this clip just doesn't show Curry's immense threat as a scorer, I don't know what else will, but it's what helps Iggy hit this three with that much space. Now keep a keen eye on what Curry does along the baseline here. Forces a mismatch with his quick movement, and that's Livingston on Matthew. I mean, that's going to be an easy mid-range shot. It cuts out, but he makes it. Now, this space isn't to the eye impressive, but it's just showing you Curry's gravity in terms of spacing. I mean, you slip it to Draymond, and that's an easy drive to the lane. You hit Barnes, or it's a layup. Klay was more impactful than Curry here, but it's also a good nuance Curry has in his bag. I mean, can you imagine if it's a John Wall, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James? Like, it's just not going to be open there. I mean, it's just the off-ball gravity you have with a Stephen Curry. And on this play, Curry's going to get by Dellavedova on the isolation. Nice move there. And he's going to act if he's going to put it up. And that's an easy handoff to Bogut, which should be a layup or a foul. But he just kind of loses the ball. And another example of Curry spacing being the best ever, just being completely face guarded, which is going to help Klay get this mid-range off. But as you can see, Iguodala, he's not really providing much spacing, which is why LeBron cuts off the drive to the lane. But that is a great move by Klay and a great shot by Klay. And here, Curry will be getting blitzed off the screen, and that's just going to be an easy finish for Draymond Green. And this play is actually pretty funny. I mean, Mozgov has his hands up, and Curry's not even in shooting position. Just shows his perimeter gravity being the greatest ever. But this little quick move Curry's going to do with his right hand is what's going to get Mozgov off of Green for a little bit, and that's all the separation he needs to get fouled. Now, how are these stats apparently all-time offense? Well, through the tracking I did in that first half, I came away with that Curry created 6 rim shots for others, 5 corner threes, 2 threes above the arc, and 1 mid-range shot. And I'll just put the math on screen to show you guys just how efficient it is, and it's actually very efficient. We come to a 64.4 true shooting percentage on 35 points, just from Curry's playmaking. And this doesn't just simply count all the nuances Curry has off the ball, the mismatch hunting, the spacing. If we remember how Harrison Barnes got that putback, And another piece of evidence that we have for Curry making this an all-time level offensive half is the fact that the Warriors' offense was amazing in this half. A 122 offensive rating for the Warriors in that first half against a defense that only allowed a 103 offensive rating. So about a 20-plus offensive rating for the Warriors. What we're going to see here is Curry getting LeBron and Dellavedova a little tripped up, allowing for a Harrison Barnes closeout, resulting in more free throws. And again, Curry quickly bringing the ball up the court just 4 seconds into the shot clock, running another action when the defense isn't set, forcing a blitz to Green, then to Iggy, and I think he should have took the push shot. It was relatively easy, just a bad read, still a quality creation. Unfortunately, this possession stalls out a little bit. Curry's going to run the action up high again, and just keep in mind how high he's running it. It just adds a lot of vertical spacing and just harder rotations. But Iggy gets the ball, easy corner shot for Harrison Barnes. He misses it, but again, another quality shot. Again, quickly into the shot clock, Curry's going to get blitzed. Wasn't really no screen, just shows his impact as a scorer. But Green gets a nice little stride down in the lane, misses a relatively easy shot. Still another quality look. And here's Curry making Dellavedova hound him. Can't quite keep up with him through the screen and all off-ball actions. He gets free, makes the defense collapse. Easy handoff to Lee. That should be a make, and he misses. But still, another quality shot. And again, Curry's going to get into his action quickly, just 3 seconds inside the shot clock, hit Harrison Barnes, and he has a straight lane to the basket. It's going to be tough to contest that because, again, the defense isn't set. And here, Curry's going to show his great ability as a slasher to create something. LeBron digs down, Harrison Barnes 3 in the corner. And right after the make, Curry sees his big running down the court, finds him because of pushing the pace, and those are going to be free throws. Just an amazing trait to have as a point guard. And you might be asking, why am I consistently bringing up pushing the pace and scoring earlier into the shot clock for your teammates? Well, you could go ahead and look on NBA.com, have any sort of reasoning. Shots taken earlier into the shot clock are just way more efficient than those taken later. And I think watching this video, you understand how and why that is. And again, after the miss, Curry's going to find his guy, push in the pace, easy dunk. Again, we're going to see Curry run a little quick action with 2 people setting screens. And Curry's threat as a scorer is going to leave 3 people still up top the perimeter. And that should be an easy layup, but he just misses it. And this is just going to be great playmaking in the fast break. Sort of puts Matthew in jail a little bit, makes James Jones reach, and that's an easy layup for Klay Thompson. And on this play, Curry's going to orchestrate the offense into position, knowingly get trapped. It's kind of reading them like a book now. Make a great pass to Green, pass to Livingston, and a beautiful pass to Iggy for a wide open corner 3. And that's just beautiful Warriors offense. Not that Curry did anything on this play, but just look at Matthew Dellavedova after the end of that play. I didn't show the whole play, but Curry was running since the 20-second mark. And I think that's a good point to bring up too. Curry wears down his defender. I mean, it just makes offense for that player so much harder. Again, just another nice nuance in Curry's game as a playmaker, especially off the ball. On this play, Curry's going to force a mismatch with David Lee being guarded by Shumpert, who's about 6'5", so this is going to go pretty well. Though they're going to force a little double team, and that's going to leave Iguodala a bit open. It's going to come out to a closeout, but I mean, he just has the rhythm, and it's a good shot either way, and he just buries it. Here again, they get the ball at 18 seconds to run another action, pretty quick in the shot clock. Curry will be getting a little soft hedge, great pass to Green, and I think we've seen this about 10 times already today. Just another easy finish. And so by the end of the game, he had 6 more shots at the rim, 3 more corner threes, and those 2 weird where Draymond tried to do a little easy floater and Iguodala didn't attempt the floater and passed it out. I think those were pretty efficient looks. Though if you don't want to count those, he still created 56 points on a 67 true shooting percentage. 22, 2, and 7. That was Curry's stat line for this game. And honestly, I thought I was watching a tier 1 offensive player. Thanks for watching.